Sul, hello, and Lavis. Welcome to another episode of the Payne Family Ultimate Decades Challenge. The year's 1390, it's day 3, it's Friday, and we're here starting with the main family, where John of Gaunt is visiting with us. He's taking our foodstuffs because of the kingly visit, and where I'm afraid I've got some pretty bad news to share with all of you, which is that it's a plague year again. For me, it was happening in the background of the last episode, so go ahead and take a look at the rolls here. For this one, women who are teenage years or older, the only fatal number on a d10 for them is the number 2, whereas for men and children, 2, 7, and 9 are fatal on a d10. So the Smith family first, Graham first, he's fine. What about Cade? Is fine. Everell? Oh my gosh, Everell got it? What about Percival? Is fine. And Sabina? Oh my goodness. I didn't see Everell getting it. Their neighbors, the Woodhampses, Osbert first. He's fine. His wife, Yaroslava, is fine. Kira of Woodhamps? What about Oswald and Dianora, their youngest? And Osbert's brother, Hugh, got a 5. Next to them are the Bogarts, so Peter first, I guess, then Briar, then their oldest, Lettuce, and their youngest, Basil. And Rose is Briar's sister, so Rose first. Savannah, her wife. I mean, they're not legally married, but they're married in spirit. They have a teenaged orphan. Oh my goodness. And they've got a baby orphan. The baby orphan is fine. Okay. Next up is the Brewers. Gregory first is fine. What about Piper? Oh, thank goodness. What about Juniper? Oh, damn. Piper and Gregory have had a rough time. I'm probably pleading for her. I'm not going to plead for everyone. There's going to be too many of them. It just won't be feasible, but I'm probably pleading for Juniper. Next up, Edwin's home. Edwin first. Dang, dude. What about his son, Kennard? Is fine. His Kennard's wife, Katerina, is fine. Their oldest, Margaret, and Elliot. They've had a heck of a time having and keeping kids too. Next up, James Greystroke. His wife, Thera, recently soulmated with Swyone, by the way. Cedric, Lana Greystroke, Tatum Greystroke, and Gilbert Greystroke. Oh my gosh, I think they are the first, no, they're the second family to be completely unscathed. Congratulations to them. What about Muriel Howard? She's fine. What about Justin, her husband? Oh my gosh, they're soulmates. What about her daughter Rachel? Is fine. Okay, well, I guess at least the kid lives. What What about Lark Smith, one of Cole's last couple of kids? She's fine. And then it's the Shepherds, so I guess Alfred Shepherd first, and Valeria Shepherd as well. Valeria and Alfred have 2 children together. They're both daughters. One is named Eliana, and the other's Kaylee. They get to live at least. Edwin's other son, Richard's household, so Richard first. Oh my god. Of course. Liliana, his wife, is fine. His daughter, Hazel, is fine, and his other daughter, Emmeline, is also fine. The children are doing really well. It's starting to storm outside. I don't know if the microphone's gonna pick it up. Now we're moving on to our neighborhood. So I'm gonna start with the Meckies, Isla first. Oh my goodness. Did you guys know, like, I know that this is shocking that she just failed a roll, but also Isla is 70 years old. She looks great, doesn't she? It's all that time that she was stuck in the between worlds because of Rhiannoch. Fun. Kieran is fine. And what about A? Oh, and the storm literally just started outside. That's not gonna stand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but Kieran's sacrificing himself. He has lost too much. He has lost too much to let his son go down and his wife to leave this world without him. Kieran's not doing it. They're gonna be flip-flopping their lives. Kieran's sacrificing himself. I'm sorry. Oh no. Next up is the main family. Salma first. I'm scared. She's fine. Lucia is fine. Literally every roll I'm doing, there's thunderstorming in the back, like between rolls. It is awful. Esmond is fine. Mirabelle? Shut up. And a Hope. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe this. You know, before I started this one, I said to myself, I'm not having them remarry this time because a lot of Sims had a lot of extra time in life from remarriages. And it's made it hard to keep track of everyone. But like Esmond, if we can't, I'm gonna plead for Mirabelle. She's his soulmate and they're the main family, so I'm gonna plead for her. But if not, Esmond's gonna have to remarry because if not, like, we don't have any kids. Like, we don't have any children. So then what? Like, Edmund and Beatrix are not sending their now noble children back to be peasants, you know? Like, no parent would do that. Next up, it is the vampires. And I'm borrowing several persons' interpretation that if they hit a fatal number, they have to hit it twice. So Beatrice first. She's fine. What about Wesley, her husband? He's fine. And Celine. She has to hit 2, 7, or 9 again to pass away. And she's fine. See, it's fine for them. Nice to be a vampire. Oh, wait, and that wouldn't even have been hers anyways because she is older. So I'm going to say that that number was actually Valdis's because Valdis is next on the list. What about Dagny? Of course, and Dagny's little orphan or a little baby that she showed up with one day is Camden. And he's going down. You know, Dagny, I think, just lets things happen as they happen. I don't think she's gonna go out of her way to try and save that child. I think she's just gonna let it be what it is. Prudence, Alaric, Quentin. Okay, they're all saved. I should have said that I was moving on to the next household, but I don't know that you guys will know why they're all grouped together yet. Next, we're with our nobles in the countryside. So, let's start with Lane of Lancaster's household first. So, Lane himself. What about Gunther is there with them currently? It's a long story. You'll find out eventually. What about Berengaria, next oldest? Alba Sophia, the maid, is fine. And the 2 children, one is Floredia. Dang. That's faded. That's faded. Floredia is Albert's illegitimate child with Berengaria, and Albert has had... Good golly. Albert has had children born to him in the background, and all of them have been gotten by one role or another throughout his life. So honestly, I'm not surprised by this. What about Gunther and Alba Sophia's child? Esperance is fine. Okay, good. They can make a go of it. They can go off and start a life together. It'll be really sweet. It'll be cute. Next up, the Hagens. Raoul first. Edelyn, his wife. Allison, their, no! I know she's not our sim, but I really like... Jeez. But I really like Allison. I wanted her to live. I wanted her to actually marry one of our sims. I actually was thinking about having her marry Adam the Fourth. I thought that would be super cute. They'd be a power couple. Oh, I'm just biting off the things that scare me. Sebastian. Oh, no. Oh, God. Sarah lives. That's the death of the Hagen name. Edelyn and Raoul are out of baby tries. I'm pleading for Sebastian, too. But if he doesn't live, that's the end of the Hagen name, dude. We fought so hard to keep that name alive. I can't believe the Idis and Leif's legacy has ended like this. Dang, dude. Next up, the Fitzroy's Adam first. Oops, that's not the right thing. Adam first. He's fine. His wife, Lynn, is fine. What about Adam the Fourth, the namesake and heir, is fine. Cecilia and Guy, the baby. Oh wow, their whole household spared. That's lucky. That's been really rare this whole run of roles. I'll tell you at the end how many households, full households were spared. They have a couple of lower class sims who live with them that are related to, well, they're gray strokes basically, but they have a different last name. So Eyebrows / Aldrich of Haredale, he's fine. His son Emerson and Mary. So that entire household of 8 sims was just spared. All of them. Oh no. Oh, next up is Poppy's house. Damn. Oh my gosh, okay. Alec first, he doesn't live with them, but we're counting him for the roles. What about Pompey? Pompey rhymes with Stompy. He lives, thank God. Valora? Valora, I'm sorry to say this to you, lady. I like you. I think you're a great character. But I needed Pompey to live. I can accept it. What about Thomas? And Humphrey. Genevieve and Trist are currently still with them. Because of the bad winter, they got waylaid. So Genevieve first is fine because she's older than a teen, thank God. And Trist. Oh my goodness. That's not what I was expecting to happen. Not what I was expecting to happen. Okie dokie, moving right along. Helena de Percy, she is Edwin's only daughter. Helena first, she's fine. Her husband William is fine, and they have one of Cole's last remaining children living with them. Her name's Miriam. Is fine. Okay. The de Fenwicks live close by. Joan first. What about her husband, Nicholas? Her son, Alistair. Ooh, their only heir. What about Jane de Fenwick? Eugenia de Fenwick? Honoria de Fenwick? Honoria is actually my favorite out of the de Fenwick girls. She's interesting. And Elspeth the baby. Oh, dang. I thought they were going to get through scot-free. Rough. Well, they've had a good run. They've had pretty good luck. They've got a handful of children, my goodness. Next up, it is Beatrix's household. So I guess... I'm nervous about what order to do this in. Antoine first. I almost just did Beatrix first. Really, it should have been Henri first, but I forgot that he was part of their family. So I guess sorry, Antoine. I wanted them to have a happily ever after. Beatrix, Millicent, her daughter. Oh. Olivier. Oh, thank you. They have a maid named Claudine. She's fine because she's older than a teen, and the Antoine's father, Henri. What about Edmund and Alvar's home? Edmund first. What about Alvar? Oh, thank goodness. And Pomeline. Whole household spared. Thank goodness. Thank you. And the Flores family, which is really the Barry family now, but we know them as the Floreses. Idas first. Her daughter, Lyra. Oh, her husband, Benoit. Leonor. And Blanca. Whew, okay. Lucky. Next up, it's Pirate World. So Albert first. And Bess. And Canule. And Rune. Oh my gosh. Rune? So I have a theory that bad luck when it comes to the Smiths comes in these like weird waves that sort of spread. And the Christiansens are a perfect example of this because they lost their youngest daughter because of that magical trade that Dagny made with somebody. I can't remember now. Sorry, off the top of my head, I just can't remember. And so Inika died. And then at the next possible opportunity, tragedy struck again because Liv failed her role. Even though it was just the teen role, it was only a 5% chance. And now at the next other possible opportunity, the next youngest died or failed a role. Like, it's just kind of like spreading up, it feels like. It's outrageous. So I bled for quite a few of the Sims, but Grimm really wasn't very generous, and I haven't done the Lithuanian families yet, so eventually I'll do that today. We might be able to keep 1 or 2 extra Sims, but it was pretty rough. Please will you plead? Grimm did not say yes to yesterday's plead, but maybe today he'll be kinder. Gosh darn it, Grimm. Grimm's being relentless and unforgiving. So Mirabelle is gone, and now it's time to prepare the others. Okay, Allison, it's down to you. Can you please? Please, Grimm. I really would I need him. Please, Grimm. He's gonna say yes. He's gonna say yes. Oh my god. Thank you, Grimm. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Grimm. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Grimm. And Allison, I'm sorry. It's your turn next, my dude. Thank you, Grimm. And then Sebastian, can you please plead for your cousin? Please, Grimm. Please. Grimm, no. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, little buddy. We tried. We tried really hard. So the reason it's a plague year is because historically it was a plague year, and because there was such a run of bad weather leading up to this year, which that had a major impact on the plague and how it affected communities. For For example, there was the drought in 1384, and then there was a really bad winter in 1389, and sicknesses usually did come up, particularly after times of famine, but also after times of poor weather. There could be a larger outbreak of plague because people would obviously have weaker immune systems. Chroniclers of the time noted that in 1390, a great plague ravaged the country. It especially attacked adolescents and boys who died in incredible numbers. Now, given that the plague has returned roughly every 12 years or so since the Black Death, and given the fact that a lot of those weren't noted very much in historical texts, the fact that this one is noted said to me it was kind of a big problem for people at the time. Other chroniclers noted that the plague of 1390 had slightly higher rates than the children's plague, which was the one in 1361, but it wasn't anywhere near as severe as the Black Death, obviously. During this period of time, from the Black Death to about now, children became 88% of the plague victims as it went on in further waves. Typically, children were counted as people who were 12 years old and younger, and this often correlated to the number of years since the previous outbreak, indicating that there was, over time, some form of resistance or immunity that was spreading in local populations. Which matches up with a video that I found recently that I think I posted on Patreon this week. Oh yeah, John of Gaunt's leaving with all of our food. Bye. That should be over on Patreon, I think, if you're interested in checking it out. It relates to basically how do we see like genetics change over time. Based off of how did people sort of, was that a hatchable golden egg? Oh, okay, so it's not all rotten. Not all rotten. Now, that didn't really match the results of our plague rules because our average age of the Sims that passed away was about 22. That was a little bit skewed because Kieran sacrificed himself for his son A, and he was 70. His wife was also 70. Isla, she looked great. All that time stuck in a mirror realm really did wonders for her skin. And his brother Edwin also passed away in this plague, and he was 65. There were also quite a few Sims who were in their late 20s to mid 30s who perished in this plague as well. And so there were like a lot of older Sims who went down, and that made the number a lot higher. But it was basically either older Sims or younger Sims. That was it. I did try to get rid of our goods for John of Gaunt, but it just like did not work. It didn't work at all. And so here we are. So I am just going to sell these and count it as being even Steven, even though we aren't going to keep it. I'm just gonna sell them and say all of this money goes to him. So we've only got 1804. Because I tried to get the stuff out of our larder, and I got some of it out, but I couldn't get all of it out, and so I guess it's just gonna have to be that way. We actually probably got off a worse end of the bargain because we should have gotten 10%, and there really isn't that much left in here, but I don't know. It is what it is. We've got like very limited stuff. We can probably make a vegetable stew, and that's about it, and it'll be all carrots, just all carrots all the way. So we are here at home where everything, of course, has changed. In fact, do you mind making some food? Oh my gosh, you're up here playing through your feelings. Poor little buddy. Esmond is basically just staying in his room. He has not left since they got back from the memorial from the funeral. Losing his wife and his daughter, he's just not doing well. He's not interested in coming out to the world. He's basically carrying his grief like a stone inside of him, and it's sort of pulling him down into this despair, the state of despair. However, Genevieve is visiting. She's visiting because she was, as we know, at the Blunt home, visiting with them and delivering clothes to Valora. But Trist and Valora both passed away. And so she's on her way back to London to finalize her apprenticeship and finish it up. But she stopped by here to see her family on the way, make sure that they had survived. And she's here to also help out a little bit and make sure that everything's going okay. Check on her elderly mother, of course. So she is telling them she's gotten here and she's told them how
But
weird it is
toys,
traveling right
Frida.
now because it's
What?
just super
Oh
empty. There's
no.
obviously a lot of grief going on and
Another.
people are doing their best,
Adana.
but it's quite creepy out in the
Olde
countryside when
Mesa.
you're going from
Ugh.
one place to another. So they're
Waka.
a little bit worried about
What?
her getting back to London safely. One of them might go with her just to make sure that she gets there okay. Oh, yes, I do think sure, Lucia, I thought you already were unflirty, so while she's here, she's trying to help keep
Ishkuma.
the estate going, trying to make sure that they can keep their heads above water because these guys have a responsibility to this land. They have a responsibility to John of Gaunt. And with Esmond no longer having a spouse or an heir, well, he didn't have an heir before because it was a daughter, but with now not having his child that he had and his spouse being gone, it is a big problem. When John of Gaunt came here, which I can see John of Gaunt is somewhere lurking around, when John of Gaunt came here to collect the food for the kingly visit, he also reminded Selma that they have a responsibility to caretake this land. That's how they have this land, is because it's their responsibility to make sure that the estate works
Skumse.
and to make sure that everything keeps going. And so, even though Esmond is sad, and even though he has given him his condolences, sure, sure, Lucia. And even though he feels bad for them, he has come to remind them that they must find a solution, that Esmond must remarry, and he's suggested that Esmond take the year to grieve and then remarry next year, that he get a move on instead of letting it go on for too long, since you never know what's going to happen. Now, I can't imagine having to go through the whole looking for a wife thing again right now. And I don't really think that Esmond can either. So I was thinking instead that what we might do is Selma's going to start getting profiles or like information about other Sims in other communities that she knows who are looking for spouses. And she's going to basically present these to Esmond and say, you can make a choice from any of these ladies. Go ahead and cry it out, buddy. Because I really don't see him as wanting to find
Utso.
another partner
Aribi.
that is a love match. I think that he's kind of been burned by it and he doesn't want to go through it again. And so he would prefer to just make a practical match and move on from it that way. This can be your serving, sir. Poor fella, eating if they're all alone. So next week, I think over on Patreon, I'm going to go ahead and put up some like details about the potential spouses for him. And that way, of course, it'll give him some time to get past his grief. It'll give him about a year before he makes any moves, and it'll give you guys a chance to help make the decision. But because in this time period, people wouldn't have known what other people looked like before they married if they hadn't met them before, we aren't going to know what they look like. We're just going to know what people in their community say about them, whether they say nice things or mean things, and generally what they are skilled in or what people believe that they have skills with. So it should be pretty interesting. If you want to write a bucket list goal, Lucia, I say go for it. Oh my gosh, she wants to go on a haunted house adventure. You know what? Following the plague, that kind of fits. The other, I guess, biggest news aside from all of the Sims that we lost is that in the background, I always roll for Kennard to see when his spirit might rise. So that happens every 5 years or so. And he actually had it finally trigger again. So when I rolled to see what it was that was happening with his spirit, it's basically that the spirit is siphoning the life force off of one of the Sims who's closely connected to him by blood. And it happens to be poor Helena de Percy. Now, I say poor Helena de Percy because she has had the worst run of luck. She she failed all of her baby tries, so she has no more baby tries and no babies to show for it as of last episode. Her husband is currently trying to convince her to pretend that an illegitimate child he's having with their maid is hers, which is obviously quite insulting. She lives in the far north, so she's been far away from her family for several years, and she just got word that both her father and her twin died of the plague. And so the fact that now she's slowly sickening and getting worse over time and her life force is being drained away is just it's just kind of a bummer. I don't know what to say about it. Oh, your mom is free, isn't she? Do you wanna go and, like, talk to her? You can deep personal conversation with her, and, like, I know that she didn't really get along very well with, Mirabelle, but, I mean, I don't think Selma's happy that Mirabelle's dead. I think that she's quite upset actually because it's just another trauma. And why is there so much trauma, you know? Why is there so much trauma in their lives? I think is what she's really thinking. You can console him about the death as well. He probably really needs it. And if you, oh my gosh, ask about future plans. She's like, so how do you feel about what John of Gaunt said about having to remarry? And Esmond's like, oh gosh, I don't feel good about it. I need help. I don't want to find another love match. I don't want to be hurt like this again. Oh my gosh. And Selma was like, okay, don't worry. I'll take care of it. I'll make sure that we've figured out this situation and I'll look after you. Oh my gosh, poor Esmond. He's just so dang miserable. Oh, Lucia's come out to try and help. The girls are definitely dealing with it better. I think that by keeping busy, they are sort of having an easier time, whereas Esmond is sort of just wallowing in the pain, which is a perfectly reasonable reaction, but it isn't helping him. Oh yeah, he's gonna go and play some archery, shoot his feelings out. Wow, really good job. Can we sell these at the thingy-majig? We can. What you can sell there and what you can't is just so weird. But the next time that we're with the main family, hopefully Esmond will have a new bride. That should be pretty interesting. Genevieve will no longer be here because she will have completed her apprenticeship. She could go and stay with Pompey, but I think that both Pompey and her need some time. I don't think that their first instinct is to jump into a relationship with each other, even though they have these strong feelings, because she had really strong feelings for Trist, and she actually thought that they were going to marry. She did think that that's what was going to happen, and so her whole life has changed. And Pompey is now struggling to sort of navigate the world that he finds himself in without a wife. He doesn't really know what he's supposed to do from here. And so he's waiting for his father, who is going to come and help them out, help them to figure out what to do next. So I don't know what Genevieve's going to be up to the next time we see her. She might be living here for a bit, or she might be living in London. Oh my gosh, Sanford. He's so creepy. At this point, though, I'm probably going to go ahead and leave these guys here for now. So I will see you in the morning at the next household. Ah, beautiful weather. Beautiful weather. Okay, so here we are. It is the next day. It is Saturday. We're at a place that I'm nicknaming Siren Island. Oh gosh. So Liv, as you saw at the beginning of this episode, made it here. She found her sister. She found the people that she has been looking for. And she may have been pretty selfish in her decision to run away from home, basically, and stay here with her sister. But it actually worked out for them because, yeah, you can like gardening if you want to. It actually worked out for them because sickness can't touch here. And that means that they are able to be protected from the plague, basically. So they are safe here away from the plague. And oh, you can hang out by this? I didn't know that. I thought you were helping with the gardening, though, if you don't mind, Frida. And so that protected them from having to roll for the plague, which is really good because I don't know what would have happened. Well, Frida would have failed the roll instead of Rune, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then who knows what would have happened to the rest of them. They don't know this, but Dagny has actually taken Rune with her because when Rune got sick with the plague, Dagny showed up and she basically told Bess and Canul that she would save him, but only if they let him go with her and that he would never return to them ever again. Canul said, "Take me instead. Please take me instead of my son." But she obviously wasn't interested because, like, he is not a full-blown werewolf. He's not a full-blown werewolf. Whose bed is this? Oh, this is our room. Right. He's not a full-blown werewolf, and so he doesn't have the things that she is looking for. She is after some very specific traits. She wants to have sturdier children. She actually lost her child to the plague, the one that she just showed up with one day. And so she she was not interested in having somebody who, where are you? I just feel like you guys are taking forever. Whoa, my goodness. No, that's not what I meant. Oh my goodness. I didn't mean that, dude. Dang it. Can you go to the bathroom, please? I'll figure out a solution for what I just did later. So Dagny knows that Rune is a full-blooded werewolf and that Canul is only a partial werewolf. You want to give a massage to her? That's really sweet. Yeah, okay, just kidding. You no longer want to. My bad. She also gets along really well with Rune. They have good compatibility and they like being together. So I think that she was pretty happy to move forward with him for that. So it is interesting because there was a comment suggesting that Dagny is trying to make like a little family with the occults, and it felt like that's true for her since she showed up with a kid one day, and I just couldn't accept that Rune had perished. Like, I couldn't accept it, and I didn't feel confident that Grimm would give her back if we had to plead. Like, I just didn't feel like that was a likely situation. So in the end, I decided that it just made more sense to make that deal with the devil almost and let Dagny take him. For now, though, neither Frida nor Liv know anything about that. Dagny did do the kindness of telling Bess that her daughters are alive and that they're safe. But rather than give her any comfort about if she would ever get to see them again, she kind of just left a random riddle for her to try and sort through. Bess and Canul have been going through it, as we know. They've both been really unhappy. They both kind of, well, there's a lot of hurt feelings going on between them. And when I was just there, it was Canul's birthday today. He passed the role, but when I was just there, they were autonomously being mean with each other, and Bess actually went through with it and got a divorce. So I'm interpreting that as she has decided to leave for England. She's not interested in being here anymore, and she is going back to be with her family in the hopes that she can, I don't know, find out where her children are or something. In a way, that's like one of the most painful things about this whole year, including the plague. They were perfect. Their relationship was pretty much perfect, Bess and Canul's. And the fact that it all kind of fell apart so abruptly just is really shocking to me. But I guess the stress of losing all of their children, I mean, it's all of their children who are gone now, every single one of them. I imagine that was just too much. It was just too much for them. So in terms of the Sims that we've got here, we've got Frida, and Frida, as you can see, is actually pregnant now. Oh yeah, you're welcome to go train if you want to. We've got Liv. Oh, interesting. And Liv, I think in my interpretation, Liv doesn't actually know that she's a werewolf. She knows something is strange about her and she feels kind of out of place, but she doesn't know what it is. And so she thinks that she's going to become a merfolk, which has been her dream for a long time, deep down in her heart. And then these people are mer people. They're kind of a combination of a couple of different mythologies right now, so it's a little bit confusing. But this is Kai. Kai is the youngest of this pod of merfolk. He's had kind of a strange life. He and his twin sister are different to their siblings because they have white hair, and they also have some issues. They've got some issues. But Kai is currently partnered with Frida. He's very attracted to her and they've got great compatibility. And Frida is actually extremely attracted to him. Like, it's not just a little attracted, it's extremely. His oldest brother is Nerion. Oh my gosh, buddy, it's gonna be hard to keep an eye on you if you keep flopping around like this. Can I get a good view of your face? So this is Nerion. He's the oldest of this pod, and he is currently partnered with Liv. And Liv really likes him. She's very attracted to him, and they are quite good friends. They were friends first. They also have one other of this pod of mer people here, which is her. Her name is Kailani, and she is like so cool. I'm obsessed with her, and I don't know why. I just like I love her. She's one of those Sims that, you know, sometimes you make a Sim and you just kind of are like, yes. And she is the youngest as well, with her twin, of course, Kai. Gosh, you're so flirty. You're such a flirty guy. Now, Nerian is the one who called to Frida and got her to come over because they heard Frida singing and they knew that she was special among mortals. And because in my mythology, the way that these sirens are going to work is that they cannot have children with people like themselves. They have to have children with humans. Otherwise, it won't be successful. So they needed to get Sims like Frida and now Liv over to them so that they could have a chance to carry their families forward. Miriam, Kai, and Kailani have a couple other siblings as well, but they're currently out living in the ocean, looking for people for themselves, and generally just kind of doing their own thing. So we'll intermittently come here. Now, I do want to be fair and say that Frida isn't like all of her feelings aren't 100% her own. She has been somewhat magicked, and so she is actually truly very attracted to him, and they do really get along, but it isn't all 100% her feelings. It's not like there isn't any magic involved. Whereas Liv, in my mind, because she is a werewolf, she actually is immune to their magic. So for her, it is just a matter of she really wants to live this life. She's really interested in being a part of this world. And so that's the reasons why she's here. Do you want to go and take a muscle relaxing soak? It's just that I love her so much. She's just so dang cool. Look at how good a friend she is with Frida. She's also really good friends with Liv. And of course, her twin. She's really good friends with him. I'm going to get that lava pit back because, or the barbecue pit. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, this thing. I didn't mean for Liv to like eat it. I just thought that she was, you know, I don't know. I just thought that she was like going to get the food from it. I didn't really understand how it worked is really what the problem is. So yeah, they live out here. This is their little island home. They've got, this is Nerian's room. He's got his own kind of private area. He shares this room currently with Liv, who he is working on being his partner and helping to become a mermaid is what she wants to do. And then over here, we have got our little kitchen and dining quarters. It's big enough so that when the others are here, they can all eat here as well. And this is where when they come and stay, the other siblings, this is where they stay. And then this is where Kai and Frida live. So they have this little home over here. This is their shack. And they garden. They've got like a little fire pit out here and so on and so forth. Actually, does anybody mind going out to get some firewood? Because we need that. And, oh yeah, Caspian can go too. Caspian's one of their siblings. So they have a whole brood, or they have a whole group of Sims in their pod. Caspian is the other boy, and he is very close with his brother. He's a klepto, and he's active. Nerian's twin is Nerina, and she is romantic and a horse lover. They're also very close. I didn't know that she had all of these things going on. And then they have one more sister whose name is Coral. And Coral's a romantic vegetarian. She's a very soft sim. Oh, she's also close with her brother. That's interesting. They're not all close with each other. They have different relationships. Like Kai does not get along with Caspian. They have a distant relationship. There's a lot of, I don't know, tension between them. Caspian actually was really attracted to Frida, and he was not very happy when she did not end up with him. But Frida wasn't really into Caspian. She didn't really vibe with him at all. Kai was the only one she really got strong compatibility with, and so that's how they ended up together. But yeah, they're kind of just settling in and they're pretty happy here. Do you want to go and hang out, actually? I don't know what that means, but can we all hang out together? Are you also going to come and hang out? And you as well? And you too? And let's not devour it. That was my bad. But it should be really interesting. Now, a lot of there were some comments suggesting ideas over on the Patreon post that I made, and that's really good. And I'm excited to like fold those in, and that's part of how the mythology around these guys is evolving. But if anybody has ideas about how the roles might affect them, like how are the roles similar or different for these guys, I'd really appreciate hearing your thoughts on that because I've really struggled with the occults. The occults are an area where I just I don't know how this works. Does anybody know how this works? Yeah, go ahead and go to the bathroom. The occults are just an area of the game that I have not figured out what I'm doing with their roles or how they fit into the challenge. I just kind of know that they are a part of the challenge, you know? So it's an area that I need some advice. I don't know if their roles would be different or the same. I know that this island is protected from sickness, and that's as far as I've gotten with the whole situation. And I know that I'm calling them pods when they have a little family instead of family. But that's about it. Man, this outfit, it's so extreme. Could you please wear your other clothes? It's just that I find it very intimidating. Ah, serve meal. You just have to wait a really long time. Okay, I got it. And a lot of us are hungry again, even though we had some salad earlier. Kai's a pretty good sim. Oh, I guess we probably want to know his traits. He loves the outdoors and he's a music lover. He's the artist personality archetype. Sorry, do you want to call everyone to the meal? And he autonomously wanted to plant some things outside. He wants to play an instrument. He just basically is like a good outdoorsy music loving guy. So of all of them, I am actually glad that Frida's ended up with him. I think he's a really good sim with a really good heart. So we'll see over time as the magic sort of wears off. How does it impact their relation? Why is he singing too? Is this just something that mermaids in the game do? I haven't really played with mermaids because I feel like they're not a very well developed occult, so I haven't been that thrilled by them. So you guys will have to let me know, but we'll see over time how Frida's feelings change, if they do change, and how Kai and her kind of try to figure out their relationship with each other and what it means for them going forward and how this pregnancy goes. But on that note, I think I'm going to pull this episode to a close. These past couple of episodes have been pretty trying, to be honest with you, with all of the death. All of the death and the pleading. So in the background of this half year, the things that have happened are that Beatrix Amboise, who just lost her husband to the plague, well, half a year ago, she had her final baby try. It was a son. She named him Antoine after her husband. And as it turned out, the baby actually lived, which is, I didn't expect it. I thought they were going to have much worse luck than that. So that was the last little bit of her husband she gets to keep. And her daughter, Millicent, also became a child successfully. In addition, Margaret Jacobson also became a child successfully. But their nearby neighbors are Gregory Brewer and Piper, and they had terrible luck. Basically, Heather, their only now living child, was up for her toddler birthday, and she failed that roll. The first time that I was trying to plead, Grim literally wouldn't let Piper go through the action, so I added her back, I resurrected her, and I tried again. And Grim said no. It was very upsetting. They only have 2 baby tries left, and I cannot believe that the Brewers have found themselves in this position again. It's absolutely outrageous. However, in terms of positive news, Prudence Smith became a teenager successfully. She ruled to not marry, but she can have 2 baby tries if we want to use them. And Pompey survived his young adult birthday. It was a close one. It was a really close one. It's a long story. Let's not get into it. So, anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed this part. As always, let me know your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.